Andrea, thank you so much for joining me today. I cannot wait for many women to meet you, get to hear your story, get to know you like how I've been able to get to know you over the past almost 2 years now. It's crazy. But as we kick off, who is Andrea?
I'm a wife. I've been married for 14 years. I am a mom. I have 5 kids. And so 4 of those are boys, and then our youngest is a girl, and our house is just loud and fun and busy. I am the preschool director at Central Christian Church. I've been there almost 10 years. I'm approaching my anniversary. I love Starbucks,
yes.
To a weird, obsessive way. And I am really quirky about organization. Really weird about stuff like that. Yeah. So my family hears a lot. Everything has a home. But
It's true.
I also have a Monica closet. I like a friend's reference. So
Yes.
So not perfect, but
I love it.
yes. So
I love it.
yeah, that's me. I think that sums me up.
I love it. You also have really good fashion taste. Every time I see you, I'm like,
oh,
what is Andrea wearing? I love it. Take notes.
Thank you. Oh,
Absolutely.
that's very sweet. Yeah.
One thing, one of my favorite memories with you, and I have a ton, but one of them that stands out is that a couple months ago, you and I got in the car on a Sunday morning. We traveled to our local central campuses, and while we were checking out campus stuff, that was great, but my favorite part was in the car, because I literally just asked you question after question, and you answered with such grace, and things that I really have held on to since that moment. And I remember some of them were how do you maintain balance, or why are you in ministry, and just you let me ask you tons of questions, and you've been a role model for me in ministry, and I've loved that. So one thing I would love for other women to hear is just what's the biggest lesson that you've learned in your 10 years in ministry?
I would say that words are powerful, and that can be a great thing or a good thing. And I found a quote from Lisa Turkhurst that I held on to because it was something I really needed to hear, and that was, don't let people's compliments go to your head, and don't let their criticisms go to your heart. And I really struggled with the latter part of that, and letting people's criticisms go to my heart. Working in ministry, people are super encouraging and they're great about that, but people are also people.
Yes, they are.
And I would just hang on to things, and I would let it shape who I was. So I really had to come to a place to try and find my identity more in Him through prayer and lots of scripture and books. And even one of the most important things is trying to find that core group of women who will speak words of truth.
Yep.
And I think the words of truth is really important. It's not always words that we want to hear.
Right.
But words of truth.
Absolutely.
To help shape us and what God needs us to hear. And so, yes, words are powerful. And I would also say with that one thing I've learned is that when I'm having one of those moments of just struggling with somebody's words, is I find that that's the moment that I need to speak words of life into somebody else. And so I go on this almost mission of I'm going to go through my contacts and I'm going to call somebody or I'm going to text them, and I want to speak genuine words of life into them, because sometimes I think we think it, but we don't speak it enough of words of encouragement.
That's so true. I love that. That's gold.
So I think that's probably my most powerful thing, is just be careful with your words. And if it's not kind, positive, or helpful, just be really careful of what you say and how you say it.
That's huge. So if you were sitting across from another woman having coffee, kind of like what we're doing right now, what would you say to encourage her on her own becoming journey?
A thing I tell myself a lot, and not even just once a day, I mean all throughout the day, is the phrase, "this too shall pass." And I used to always tell myself that was only a phrase for the bad seasons or the bad moments, but I think we also need to tell ourselves that in the good moments, because we consume our calendars and our days, and we become really busy. And I can be the queen of multitasking, And at times I would pride myself on that, and then I got to this point, and I think it hit me most when I knew that we were done having kids, for example. I would watch these little moments and these milestones going, this is going to pass. This is going to pass, so I need to be in the moment.
Yeah.
And so I'm with my kids, I need to be in that moment because it's going to pass. And if I'm in ministry, I need to be in that moment because it's going to pass. And I have to tell myself that equally in those seasons that are challenging, because there are seasons that we don't know why we're in that season, or we don't know why we're having a bad day, that it's going to pass, that we have a great God, that He's surrounding us with people, and He's surrounding us with these moments that we're going to learn something. And I hope that I'm making the most of the moments that I have with that, knowing that it's not going to be forever.
It's huge. So good. Thank you for sharing that wisdom, and thank you for the influence that you have on me every day. You probably haven't realized it, but literally every time I interact with you, with your family, I'm always left encouraged and marked to become the better Emily, the Emily God really made me to be. So you encourage me deeply. You're an amazing wife, amazing friend, amazing mom, and I just love you, so thank you.